$1.76 million in a single month. Same team, same audience, same offers, same products. The difference between what my client had when we started working together and what happened after we implemented some tiny shifts is the CEO level leadership that turns potential into immediate results. And this could be you. Right now, you have built a very successful business. You have the clients, you're probably making a significant amount of income. You have the email marketing, you have the audience, you have your communities probably. But the main reason that this is not generating the insane results, the millions of dollars per year or even per month, is that these things need your next level leadership. And right now you're a great leader. That's why you have the success that you have. And here, it completely doesn't matter the exact number we are talking about, although we need to celebrate this $1.76 million in 30 days. Yes, we need to celebrate this, but even if you are not at that level, this doesn't mean you cannot double or triple your sales in the next 30 days. And the thing here is that right now, things look great on paper. I know this. You're making a good income. Your team is really doing great. Each and every team member is amazing. You are amazing as a leader. You have your community. You have proven yourself to deliver results. You have the testimonials. You have everything. But internally, things are not working that perfectly. And by the way, when we are speaking of this, I want you to know that my experience is more than 12 years already. And I have experience in the corporate world as a brand manager, so I perfectly know what it means to build the business plan, to build the brand, to manage the team, and to make sure that everything is cohesive. That's the key here. But it is also your leadership. How are you leading this? And right now, the moment you upgrade, the moment you up-level your leadership, and here we are not speaking of doing more. As I told you, my client almost doubled their monthly sales by this leadership shift that we implemented. And even if right now on paper things are great, I know what's happening for you behind the scenes. And we are not very often speaking of this because we are so focused on, okay, let's get more clients, let's get people upgrade, let's get more emails, let's increase my reach, let's get more eyeballs. But there are subtle things that you can shift like this, tiny shifts, and the results are going to be incredible, outstanding. And you can do this right now with a very micro shift in the way you're leading. Let me tell you more about what happened when I started with this client. So they were averaging around $800, $900, $1 million months, which is an insane number, first of all. So congratulations to each and every one of you. Celebrate where you are right now, because this is due to your leadership, due to how you're showing up, due to how you're delivering the work that you are doing with your passion, with your heart, the way you're serving your people, your clients. And for this client, things were looking great, on paper, but inside, behind the scenes, this is what I'm talking, and this is the very big difference between me and what is happening in this coaching industry. You know, when you come to me, I'm starting with an audit. I'm telling you, okay, let me see every single piece in your business, what is happening behind the scenes. I'm not just spending 1 hour in our sessions to refine 3 pieces of content. No, we are diving very deep and we are refining every single piece in your business. And in most of the cases, when we do tiny shifts here and there, and when we make everything work as one system cohesively, everything changes. So this client of mine had the loyal clients. Ads were running pretty well, I would say. So right now your business is doing good, don't get me wrong, everything runs okay. But we want to make it great, outstanding. We want to, for you to make delusional amounts of money. And this client also had a big following on social media, engaged audience, people who were commenting, people, like very nice conversations were happening in their Facebook group, on their Instagram profile, everywhere. But internally it felt a little bit chaotic. As I told you, they were great, each and every team member was great, but they were not working as one whole organism. They had a very big email list, but it was underutilized, underused. The ads were doing okay, but at the same time they were burning budget because of some not really well-positioned messaging. So we had to do some refinement there, and also to upgrade the creatives. And the things were, as I said, fine on paper, but it felt more of a reactive. And what you're probably seeing me speaking a lot of your business is reactive. What this means? This means that you are reacting, making a decision after something didn't happen as you wish, after you didn't make your sales target, after something happened. And what we want for you is to be able to make, to command the growth, to be able to strategize really clearly, to be able to know, okay, this is my sales projection, this is how I'm going to do it, and to actually be able to be surprised of more sales, not the opposite. To be able to be in the situation where you are the leader and you're commanding the growth and everything that is happening in your business, not the other way around. This is what I mean. So in this case, we had some work to do in order to make this business twice more successful than it was. And we didn't add more. We didn't chase any trend. What we did is that we let better. CEO level leadership. That's where I focused with this client. Full orchestration of what is happening behind the scenes. And oftentimes I'm telling you that my approach is different because I'm focusing so much more on the back end, on what's happening behind the scenes. How are you running your business? What is your plan? And then we are emitting this on the front end. Then we are saying, okay, this is what is going to bring more new eyeballs, more new people. But I'm also focusing a lot on up-leveling your business behind the scenes. Not just what people see on the outside, but what is happening inside. So when these people come into your world, they want to stay with you. And you're often hearing in the online space and all this noise, add more, do more posts, do more reels, do this, do that. But I'm saying lead better. Don't do more. Lead better. Double down on the things that are working. Refine some things that need a little bit of refinement. And let's focus on 3 to 5 main elements that are going to skyrocket your income instantly and sustainably. Not only this month, but that are going to sustain these $1+ million months, that are going to sustain. So what we did, as I said, we aligned every asset. We aligned the messaging, the organic content that we were posting. We aligned it in a campaign type style. We upgraded and refined the ad messaging. We saw where are the leaks. We up-leveled the creatives, the ad creatives, and we doubled down on the audience. We also doubled down on the brand voice and the brand message, because this was feeling kind of, not every team member was 100% on the same page. So imagine if there are 10 people in your team and they're not clear on what your brand message, your brand mission is, what is going to happen with your audience. So we aligned this thing. And again, this was a little bit of refinement. We needed just a little bit of time, a little bit of refinement, so everyone gets on the same page. And we aligned every asset, the ads, the organic content, which was more than the ads. We aligned the email campaigns, the email marketing, the funnels. We optimized the funnels, because when I started working with them, there were funnels. They were generating some results, but definitely not 100% of what they could do. And one more thing I want to tell you, you oftentimes think that when you have one funnel, let's say one welcome sequence, you think this is a funnel, but this is not a whole funnel. And you are leaving millions of dollars on the table, seriously. So within these 30 days, once we align these elements, the same offers, the same audience, the same team, but better leadership that works in a way that is unifying everything. The goal of this leadership is cohesiveness and growth. $1.76 million. This is doubling the result. The secret here is that you already have everything, but still leave millions on the table if your business is not fully led. What do I mean? Here I mean, once again, you are already a leader. You are already someone who achieved great success. Probably you even don't have these situations that I just mentioned with this client. But right now, you need to up-level your leadership if you want to double your sales. And when I say double, you could be making 50K months, but imagine doubling this and started making consistent 100K months. How would you feel? And on top of this, having half of the current chaos or effort that you're putting less content, but more powerful, more potent, speaking to exactly your ideal client and driving this ideal client to buy from you on repeat. This is a very big missing piece oftentimes that I see. Very big missing piece. And my goal when I work with you, always, regardless if we are working, if you're buying a masterclass or any program, or you're coming to my proximity, it's long-term sustainable growth. Long-term sustainable growth. And I am always working with you to show you the blind spots that once we fix them, the machine is working like so cohesively, so easy. Everything feels completely different. Completely different. Let me know in the comments if this is something you're experiencing right now, if you find yourself in something similar. And the other thing is that your current business is built on your past identity. I know this because every time when we start implementing these strategies and or doubling the prices or something like that, and I see how your old identity is trying to survive, you know, it's like almost feeling like you're, but what I did brought me here. Yes, it did. And we are fully honoring your old identity, your success, everything that you have achieved. But from the place where you want to be, we need a different type of actions, different leadership. And I'm noticing this also with people who are making, let's say, 200, 300K per year. And the moment we start scaling, it's also, oh, but some clients might not like this. Yes, some clients will not like some of your new improvements. But most of your clients are going to love it. And this is what they're waiting for in order to renew. And if you're facing situations where people are not constantly buying from you on repeat, or they are not renewing their long-term memberships, think of your leadership. Think of your client experience. And here comes the moment when you need to think and really be honest, be very honest with yourself and ask, what kind of leader am I? Let me know in the comments, what kind of leader are you? Are you the kind of leader that is growing and scaling boldly, with conviction, with full well knowing where you're going, or you're the kind of leader who is kind of shrinking? And here, no judgment at all. The goal here when I'm sharing with you these results is that you see some spots that you could improve, some things that are probably missing right now, some things that you are not fully doing. And we are all doing this. And one more time, regardless of how much money you currently make, you could do better, always. There will always be a better version of yourself. The point here is that we analyze, we see the things that are working great and we double down on this. And we see the things that we need to refine so we can refine them, and people are paying you on repeat. And then stop doing the things that are not giving any result. That is leadership. Leadership is when you stop leaking power through, let's say, people pleasing, or through shrinking, you know, like you're not feeling fully okay to expand yourself. Although you have this vision in your head, there is a voice in you that is kind of pretending everything is okay, although you know things could be much better. And that old part of you is trying to fit you in a box that you have outgrown. So the leap is often, yes, there is a strategy. Okay, I will be fully transparent and I will tell you that we did some shifts in the strategy, because when not all funnels were working okay, or something in the ads was not fully okay, or you know, the emails were not set up very well, or the brand strategy was not very clear, yes, we did strategic changes. But the biggest element, the biggest piece here was that not the rebrand, not the messaging shift, because these are things we are doing in 2 hours. We are doing messaging shifts literally in 1 hour, and we are refining funnels in 1-2 hours, so this is probably 2 hours, 3 hours on total. The real work is the leadership, the identity shift, because there is one other moment. The moment you double your sales, then comes again something creepy comes again. And I see this with many clients. It often happens that you double the sales, you see the result, but then your auto identity is trying to get back again, and this is your brain which feels insecure. This is not familiar. You have not yet normalized this, so you need a couple of months or a couple of sessions with me and you can fix it, shift it in a couple of hours. But you need to shift your mindset from the obligation to fit in and to be able to serve all people, and to start leading from this leadership role, from the CEO role. And I'm speaking a lot of stop selling like a coach, start leading like a CEO. What's the difference here? The difference is that, yes, you are a coach. Yes, you're here to serve people, to expand them, to show them what's possible, to shift their beliefs. But at the same time, you are a business owner. And you have a business to grow. And if you're not thinking of the income and the profit, these are two different things, it gets very difficult for you to scale sustainably. And this is exactly what I'm teaching you inside the Scale Like a CEO Masterclass. This masterclass is my best masterpiece on leadership so far. And inside I'm really covering very deeply how to stop being like just another coach who is out there and start leading a company and scaling like a real CEO who takes care of the income and the profit of the company. And this doesn't mean, don't get that twisted, it doesn't mean just take care of the income. No. Inside I'm also speaking a lot of how exactly to do it in a way that will honor your service even more, that is going to deliver even better transformation to your clients, that is going to improve how you're delivering your service and how you are communicating your brand with your community. It's about the shift from over-delivering and undercharging, because this is so common, and I have been there so many times. Every time I'm up-leveling my leadership, I'm growing, and every time it's on a different level. But this is a very, there is a thin line here between over-delivering and giving from abundance. This is what we are shifting inside this masterclass. From over-delivering to giving from abundance, because you want to give a better service to your clients, but at the same time, you're not undercharging. You're being paid very well for that transformation that you deliver to your people. This is the space where boundaries are elevating your client and also your income. This is how you are going to make your clients buy on repeat. And I'm saying this as someone who built a multi-six-figure business in a very simple way. I built it based on my desire to serve my clients and a very simple and clean offer and funnel. My business is based on high-ticket recurring payments. And I make more money with way less clients than many other people who have thousands of people in their audiences. And they are struggling to sell I don't know, $99 offer. I know what is it to have a 50K client who is wiring you 50K without hesitation, and how to keep this person paying you on repeat. My clients stay with me on average of 12 months to 3 years, buying at least 3 times. And once again, I'm not teaching you how to do more, but how to lead better. So your clients love you, stay with you, pay you on repeat, they ascend, they evolve, they are, obsessed with you, but in a healthy way, in a way that the transformation you deliver and the way you are leading them is not codependent, but it is in a way that you're expanding them, you're helping them grow so much that they stay with you for years, because the transformation is next level. It's not because they are codependent and you need to over deliver constantly. It is because your work is so potent and so out of this world, that people are obsessed, but naturally, not in an unhealthy way. This is when your brand stops fitting in categories and you become a category of one. You are the chosen one. Sign up for the Scale Like a CEO Masterclass, where you're going to get 3 high-level sessions. They are short sessions, like 6 or 10 minutes, but they are going to activate you like you cannot imagine. In the real CEO level leadership, in the real scalability leadership, that is going to completely transform how you're doing your business behind the scenes. And then this will emit in your content, in your messaging, in your positioning, in your emails, in how you're signing clients, in how your clients are, having a different buying culture already and buying from you on repeat. And then there are 2D modules that are going to completely transform everything that you're doing inside of your business. The boundaries, the upgrades, how you're leading your clients from one space to another. This is a life-changing space that will instantly double and triple your sales. If you implement every single thing that is inside, I can guarantee you are going to have an insane result. At least double your sales in the next 90 days. The link is attached here. Feel free to ask anything that you might want. Send me a DM if you wish. And it's already the middle of October, so it's time for you to really focus on making your business a really well-oiled machine that is working very smoothly, and scalability that is sustainable. Because we don't want you to keep dragging clients who feel heavy, or who you have already outgrown, and that is normal. That's completely normal. We don't want you to be posting like crazy and not seeing the results you would like to see. Just the opposite. We want you to go to the next level, and this starts when you up-level your leadership, when you stop playing it small, and when you move like the big deal you are. The links are here. Let me know in the comments if you need anything else, or if you have any comments, questions, feel free to comment below. Enjoy your day. Bye.